So I'm going to try to get the same angle that I had before. Don't know if I can do it or not, but I'm going to try. If you'll go back on the YouTube channel and reference possum catch release, I caught a possum right here in this set, right here. So, I stood on that rock right there, this one, and set my trap. You can see the wax from the trap right there. Come back this morning looking at it from a distance, I know something's kind of odd. Couldn't see my cubby set real good. Look what came down. That'd probably go 200 pounds, maybe a little more. That flat rock. It'd come off this bank right here. Right up there. Had I been standing there, setting that trap when that thing come off, broke leg, maybe two, maybe even worse. Could have been trapped. But it's still dribbling. But I'm glad it landed where it did and nothing's messed up and the trap's not throwed. Trap's right there. It looks all natural. That's why I use non-bleached coffee filter with trap pan covers. Because if there's any dirt removal, wind, whatever, it looks all natural right here. But I got a chicken right there for the baited cubby. But on the Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance group, I'd done a video about highwall safety, trapping around cliff lines, being aware of your surroundings. That's why. It would have made really no difference if it had been a larger boulder than that. But that right there, I'm telling you, probably about 200 pounds, maybe a little more, maybe 3. Don't know. I know it's a big chunk of sandstone though. But that's what it's like trapping in the hills of Kentucky, around these cliff lines and high walls. You got to be careful. You got to be aware. And if you'll go back and reference the possum catch release video on YouTube, in an earlier channel, on an earlier video, you'll see I stood right on that flat rock right there. I scooted my cubby back, got up there and set my trap. I always set my traps with my feet. I've always done that and I'll always do that. A lot of people say, well, I wouldn't set it with my feet. You stinking up the trap. No, you're not. Ain't no difference setting it with gloves. Rubber's rubber. But anyway, those are the dangers of trapping around high walls and cliff lines. You've got to watch. You've got this freeze and thaw. And my motto is, if it freezes, when it thaws, it falls. But that could have done some damage. I was standing right where that rock is at. And that could have done some damage. That could have been a bad situation right there. I could have been down here in this ravine, trapped. But, and having said that, always let your wife, your spouse, your girlfriend, always let them know your location, about where you're going to be. Leave a map, detailed map of your area for them. And always mile mark your trap line. That gives a kind of a rough idea of how far you have to go in case of an emergency or how far they have to come. But this is all a part of trapping in southeastern Kentucky. You can see that high wall, that bank, and that rock. Yeah, I'll get out of here. Don't want to stink up my area. Got a bob that lives down here somewhere. Caught one down here already. And I've seen another. I hadn't seen him since. He seen me and I saw him and it was over with. He's gone. But nevertheless, be careful if you're out. If you're trapping these high walls and cliff lines. Especially this time of year when things are freezing up and thawing out quickly. Expand and they break loose. But that baby right there could have done some damage. because I was standing right where it's at. And I don't know, I don't want to go in there and touch it, but if you can see that little white flakes in there, that's my wax, where I was standing when I set the trap. But could have been bad. Be safe, be careful. Most of all, go home at the end of the day. This is Roland Smith, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. And as always, go farther, stay longer. Hope to catch you out in the field.